Oh, look at this. We got someone with us in nature today. Hey. So Aajonus had multiple arguments as to why salt is supposedly bad. Now I respect Aajonus. He actually understood nutrition, but he had ideas on biology and chemistry that just aren't consistent with reality. One of the simplest arguments that he made on salt is that salt is an explosive. It could be used to make a bomb. Well, sodium is an explosive. It is not about salt specifically. In fact, salt is stable. Salt itself is not explosive at all. When you expose frog legs from freshly killed frogs to salt, the legs will twitch because of the osmolytic properties of sodium. And it has nothing to do with salt being an explosive. But the problem with the argument does not stop there. Potassium, another salt, is also an explosive. Magnesium is highly flammable. Hydrogen sulfide, which is just sulfur bound to oxygen, is extremely toxic. Yet all of these things are highly essential elements for life. When salt enters your stomach, it's dissolved in water, from your saliva, stomach acid, or water you've consumed with the salt, perhaps. This separates the salt into sodium and chloride ions. By the time sodium from salt enters your bloodstream, it is the exact same thing as the sodium you get from whole foods. Now, sodium from salt is easily absorbed into the system. It cannot be compared to other inorganic minerals from rocks, as these people sometimes like to do. Not every inorganic mineral composition is equal in terms of what the body does with it. So, what is the real problem with sodium from a coherent point if we take Aajonus' views? Sodium is an osmolytic. It can pull water from cells, including red blood cells, if there is too much sodium present, no matter what the source of that sodium is. That would lead to problems. Osmosis is essential, by the way. You need the osmolytic properties of sodium to survive. It is one of the most critical roles of sodium that it plays within the body. So before the nature boys try to argue, oh, it's only rock salt that dries out cells and destroys bacteria, sodium from blood doesn't do that. No, it's an inherent and necessary property of sodium. Without it, you wouldn't have proper fluid regulation. If you were to consume too much salt for your physiology, you will automatically become thirsty. You'll start drinking, and the problem resolves itself, because the extra water will dilute the sodium in the bloodstream. Now, personally, I don't get particularly thirsty from salt, and that's probably because I don't overdo it. If you get very thirsty because you just had something salty, that's on you. You have to hydrate better throughout the day. But being a little bit thirsty is fine. And even if you don't drink in the situation that you have consumed too much salt, don't panic. It's not the end of the world. It's not going to end your life. Think about it.